Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, record-breaking performance by Rourkela Steel Plant in July 2018. Employee of the Month Award function held at Town Services Department. And program on first aid and life-saving procedures held. Now the news in detail. July 2018 has become a benchmark month for Rourkela Steel Plant RSP, a unit of Maharatna Company SAIL, as the plant has notched up its best ever performance for any month in all major areas. During the month, the plant produced 3,38,126 tons of hot metal, 3,20,009 tons of crude steel, and 2,87,373 tons of saleable steel, creating all-time best records on all the three important fronts. This splendid performance in July has also helped the plant register its highest ever production performance in the first 4 months of any fiscal. In the April-July 2018 period, Rourkela Steel Plant made 12,70,361 tons of hot metal, which is the best ever performance and also an increase of 25.3% over the corresponding period last year CPLY. Blast Furnace 5 has made a record contribution of 9,28,150 tons in this achievement, which is also a growth of 21.76% over CPLY. Similarly, the total crude steel production in the said period was 11,86,076 tons, which is a rise of 21.8% over last year. The saleable steel production touched a record of 10,53,041 tons in April-July, thereby clocking a growth of 16.54% over CPLY. Coke Ovens Battery 6 recorded its best ever performance for any April-July by achieving an average oven pushing of 88.41, while an all-time high sinter production of 20,22,170 tons was another highlight of the period. Hot strip mill broke its previous record set in 2014 by rolling out 5,77,001 tons of HR coil, while new plate mill followed suit by making 2,60,320 tons of plates, thereby surpassing its previous record created in 2017 by rolling 14,975 tons of pipes and 15,632 tons of CRNO steel. The ERW pipe plant and the silicon steel mill registered growth of 48.6% and 33.99% respectively over the corresponding period last year. Congratulating the RSP collective on this outstanding achievement, Mr. Ashwini Kumar, CEO RSP, said that the performance in the first 4 months of the fiscal augurs well for the entire year. The success has been possible because of the committed and strategic efforts of the RSP collective, he added. He expressed his confidence that Team RSP would take the steel plant to greater heights in the coming months. In a function organized at the Town Services Department on 27 July, Mr. Espati, draftsman cum estimator TS Land, Mr. D.K. Mahakud, Estate Supervisor TS Estate, and Mr. P.C. Mahapatra, Senior Horticulture Assistant TS Horticulture, were presented with the Employee of the Month Award for the months of April, May and June respectively. Mr. N.K. Samantrai, GM Towns Administration, presented the awards to them. Many other senior officers and staff of the department were also present on the occasion. It may be noted that Mr. Pati was awarded for coordinating with the revenue authorities of Government of Odisha in the matter of reconciliation of land records in case of the surrendered land by sale RSP to the Government of Odisha. Mr. Mahakur was recognized for smoothly carrying out the job of handing and taking over of 110 number of quarters from the guarding contractor and personally looking after the safeguarding of these quarters in addition to his day-to-day work. Mr. Mahapatra was awarded for his contribution towards reviving and beautification of the garden area of Rourkela House. Mrs. Shashwati Tripathi, DGM Personnel Town and Enquiry coordinated the program. A one-day training program on first aid and life-saving procedures was held at Abhigyan, the training hall of OHSC, on 30th July. In all, 51 employees from different departments of Rourkela Steel Plant attended the program. The session began with Dr. Tarun Aditya Mishra, Senior Deputy Director in charge, OHSC, introduced the program and spoke on the burns and scalds and their first aid management procedures. Dr. S. Kumar, ADMO, elaborated on structure and functions of human body, wound and hemorrhage, shock and unconsciousness and the first aid treatment for these. Fundamentals of first aid, practical demonstration on dressing, bandaging and the use of first aid kits on the shop floor and transportation of patients by stretcher were described by Mr. K. Mohanta, Senior, NB OHSC. A practical demonstration on CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, was done by Dr. T. Mishra. The participants were also taken to the OHSC Museum for better understanding and exposure. Mr. K.C. Pradhan, Senior OH Technician, OHSC, coordinated the event. That's all for the news today. Namaskar.